Well, hello, Landry.
Hi,
Hello, everybody.
hello.
Welcome back to the Trading with Ashley show. So, Landry, I'm so excited you're on with me again. Do you know that the video that we did together was one of my most popular videos?
Really? Thank you, guys. I'm so glad.
I don't know if it's because you're so precious or because we're teaching people. I don't know, but we'll take it, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is, we got it.
So I bribed her to come back on because I think that y'all enjoy seeing me teach my child how to trade. And we've got a real life example, and I wanted to set it up for you. And I said, before we do this, let's video about it and we can explain to people how this works, especially the younger generation who might want to know how to do this. Mm-hmm. So before we get started, obviously, if we are going to be trading, you need money to trade with. I mean, that's all. It takes money to make money, right? Mm-hmm. And so to build up your savings, how much have you built up over the past few years based on our saving methodology that we'll talk about in a minute?
So in my current savings account, I have about $10,000 based on what you have taught me and instilled in me from the moment I started earning money as a child. Okay, and that method is to save at least half. You can save more, but at least half into your savings account and don't touch it. You don't touch it.
So that's great. So you have built up from all the different little jobs that you have been doing while you were even in college even. Mm-hmm. You have taken 50% of that and put it into your savings. Right. And that has built up to $10,000. That's incredible. I'm very proud of you for that.
Thank you.
What about your trading account?
So my trading account, I have about $6,000 in that. So it's a total of about $16,000 that I have right now to trade with. So
okay, that's awesome. And what is your goal as you get to maybe the next, say, 5 years to do with money you're saving? Are you hoping to have enough money to put it down on a home, or are you just wanting to produce income? What's your goal with the money you're saving?
With the money I'm saving, I really want to be able to put it down for a home and have a nice cushion to live by and live with. But then I also, like you said, want to put it to where it just grows income more because obviously, I'm trying to live and, start a life. So I really do. I want it to curate and grow.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So this may be a real life problem that you have. You want something, but you don't readily have the money available to actually get that something. And I've always said, you have money in your savings. And when you want something, you can either go spend it or you can have that money produce the money babies that you'll use to spend for the thing you want, never touching the initial principle. That's ideally what people should do. Mm-hmm. They should have a base of money that they use it to spin off income, and they never touch the base. It's really like I like to do with rentals. Mm-hmm. The rentals we have, that is instead of just, let's say if I had an extra couple $100,000. I know that's a big number, but instead of just spending that couple $100,000 to go buy something I want, I would prefer to put it into a home that produces the income that I can then go spend.
Gotcha.
And so it's a way to get your money to work for you. Mm-hmm. And so what we're going to do today, everybody, is we are going to sell a put. And I have found a good trade setup knowing what Landry wants to do. But we need to talk about how much money she's going to generate. We know what she's working with. If she has $16,000, we don't want to put it all in the trade. So we'll try to use a fraction of that. But let's talk about what you want to buy.
Okay, so I am trying to go to the LSU Tigers game with a lot of my best friends, but the tickets are expensive. And so just, finding...
How much are they?
So it's about $200 a ticket. So
you need to find $200.
Yeah, I need to grow $200 fast. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working with. I really want to go down and see everybody, and I think it'll be a really good time. And so if I'm able to make that work by completing some trades with the help of her, then I would love to get that going. So
I want to teach you how to fish. That's important.
Perfect.
So that you can do this for yourself. I won't always be available to trade.
I know, right?
So what we're going to do today is I wanted to find a trade that I think is going to do very well in the future and that was able to produce the income for you on a smaller budget. So I think I found it, but it involves obviously Bitcoin. You know how much I love.
Yeah, she loves Bitcoin.
I love me some Bitcoin. Actually, I've been working to save Bitcoin for the children that I will eventually turn over to you one day. But this particular trade has to do with a stock called MSTR, but it's a hybrid of the stock. It's not MSTR. MicroStrategy is the primary company, and it is a software company. But Landry, they have done the coolest thing. They have decided to take the extra money that they're making and put it into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is on their balance sheet, on their books, and every time Bitcoin rises, the value of their company rises.
Gotcha.
His name's Michael Saylor. It's something that has never been done before, and it may be a good template for other companies. But the more money they make, the more Bitcoin they buy, the more Bitcoin rises, the higher the value of their company. And so that has created a lot of volatility. When volatility is good when you're trading stocks, because volatility means that there's a big question mark on what's going to happen with Bitcoin. Now, I'm confident in Bitcoin, but not everybody is.
Right.
So it creates this situation where we can sell options on a stock that has to do with Bitcoin, and we will get a lot of premium for it. So this particular trade has to do with a ticker symbol. It's MSTX. It's not MSTR. MSTX is a lot less expensive than MSTR. Right now, MSTR is trading for around $215 a share. But MSTX is what we call a leveraged exchange traded fund, a leveraged ETF, and it mimics the movement of MSTR, but 1.75 times more. So it's leveraged because instead of getting, let's say if MSTR was going to move up by 1%, MSTX would almost move up by 2%.
Okay.
Okay?
Gotcha.
And so MSTX is trading at around $44, $45 today. So what we're going to do, we are going to go into the option chain. I'm of the belief that Bitcoin will do well in November. It always does good in the fourth quarter after its halving. Okay. And we have an election coming up. And there's one particular candidate that's really crypto friendly, and he is very excited about crypto. So if that ends up playing out, and right now the betting odds are that we will have that candidate. And I have to be careful on YouTube because we'll get censored if I say too much political stuff. But if that particular candidate wins, crypto should soar. And right now it's looking very favorable. So we are going to basically place our bet on that. But what we're going to do is we are going to sell a put on MSTX. So if you have $3,000, we're going to sell a $30 put. So you need $3,000 because what did I teach you about selling puts? How many shares are you controlling if you sell one put?
100.
100 shares. That's what selling options is all about. You're controlling 100 shares of a stock. So what we're going to do is we are going to agree with your money to buy 100 shares of MSTX at the price of $30, and they're going to pay you money for that. We're about to go see how much money. What is the date of the game that you're going to?
November 30th.
Okay, that's perfect because this particular trade, November 15th, it expires. And so you'll either be excited because you'll win 100% of the trade, or you'll be the proud new owner of MSTX, and hopefully it does well so that I'm not embarrassed, or I don't hurt her account, and I'm not embarrassed with all of you. So
No way that you could do that.
okay. All right. So let's go look at the option chain and let's make you some money. We're going to make you, we need to make you $200 at least, right?
Right.
And we're going to use $3,000 to make that $200, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's go do this.
Let's go do it.
Okay, now we are on the option chain in Tradier. This is a broker I like to use because it's just real easy to see how the option chain is laid out. So let me show you what we're looking at, Landry. We are looking at this particular expiration date. This is 11/15, and this is the date that the trade will expire, and you'll either get 100% of the proceeds or you'll get the stock. Here's our ticker symbol, MSTX. It's trading at about 43 right now. And what we're going to do, we're going to go down to the $30 mark right here. Now, this is $30 for the stock, but this $2.40 that you see right here, what is $2.40 times 100?
$240.
$240. Will that pay for your ticket?
Yeah.
We can make $240.
Yes, that will.
Okay.
Be perfect.
Now, here's the price of the stock. So you have to have, when you're selling a cash secured put, you have to have the cash in your account to buy the stock that you've agreed to buy. Someone's paying you to agree to buy the stock. So with that being said, $30 is the strike price. If you take $30 times 100, how much is that?
$3,000.
$3,000. So we need $3,000, and this is an amazing trade because $3,000 is going to be able to produce you about $250, $240 in a very short time, and that will pay for your ticket. So let's go see if we can sell this, and I'll show you what it looks like. Before we go and sell it, Landry, I wanted to show you something because this is going to help you better understand your chances of winning this trade. Do you see right here it says 0.15? This is called the delta, and the delta is used for two things in trading. It's one of the option Greeks. It's used to tell you how much this particular option right here at 254 right now, how much it will change for every dollar that our stock moves up or down. So that's the first thing. But the other thing is, the lower you go, the better the chance that you're going to win 100% of this trade without actually being put the shares. So at 0.15, this gives you about a 15% likelihood that it will actually end the trading day on November the 15th at $30. That's pretty good odds. So with those odds, we are going to take this trade. I like to sell puts at 0.2 or lower because I like about an 80% chance that I'm going to win. And this fits the bill, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, let's go do it. Okay, when we get to the ticket, this is what it looks like. It says option because we're dealing with options, not with, selling the stock or buying the stock. We're actually selling an option. Here's your ticker symbol. It is 11:15 is expiration. We agreed to $30. This is a put because we're putting up the money to buy this stock, okay? And this is sell to open because we're opening the trade. We're going to agree to one of these, all right? And then when you get to this part, it's really important when there is something called a wide bid-ask spread, which is more than a couple of cents, and this one is, and it's because there's not as much volume on the chain. But look right here. People that are wanting to buy it say they'll pay $230. People that are wanting to sell it, they ask, they're saying, we want $265. So you typically have to meet in the middle. And the reason you want to go ahead and put a price in here is if you don't, the market maker who is filling the trade, he's going to go and say, oh, well, this is a wide bid-ask spread, and she put in the market order. He's going to say, great. He's excited because what he's going to do is he is going to fill it and give you less money. Well, we don't want that. We want to say what we're comfortable getting. And so what we do in that situation, we put a limit and we want to find a price in between. To me, that $250 to $255 looks good. And so $250 would do the trick for you. Actually, $240, right? So let's put in $245 because it's a nice middle ground between $230 and $265. And we're going to make this good for the day. So let's preview it so you can see what this looks like. Here's the money you will make. You see this $245? This is how much you need in your account to make the trade. And if you're put the shares, you'll end up getting the shares, and this money will go towards the shares if you end up being put the shares. So in that case, you'd get the shares, but you also would get this $245. This is yours to keep.
Cool. Okay.
Now, before we sell it, let me give you the risk because it's important that you understand risk. The worst thing that can happen in this situation is you're put the shares at $30, but the day you're put the shares, the stock is trading well below that. So you're holding something you paid $3,000 for, and what if it's only worth $20? Then that's going to make it look like you lost $1,000. If that's the case, you just have to wait until the price comes back up to $30 for you to actually be made whole, and you can either sell it at that point or we could sell covered calls against it, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so let's go and sell this. We previewed it. There we go. We're going to submit it, and let's see if it's filled. well, it didn't get filled yet. It's at 245. So we want to maybe adjust this down a little. You only need it 200, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's go and adjust this down a little to see if we can get a fill. We're going to take it down. They're wanting 230. Let's see if we can get 235 because I really want you to get this trade in so we can. Oh, it filled.
Yay!
Baby.
Let's go.
Okay, so you now have another $235 to work with. Now you can withdraw this to go buy your ticket, or you can know that it's there and reimburse yourself after the trade is over. You can do a variety of things.
Awesome.
All right, Landry.
It's that easy? That was too easy.
But that's what it's all about. Now, I don't want to give you the false impression it's just a cash machine all the time. You have to be strategic. And just like I explained to you, my thesis on why I think that stock's going to soar, you can't just go and just say, oh, I'm going to make money all the time.
Right.
You never have any risk. So risk is appropriate, and you have to have a good, confident thesis that your stock's going to go up for this to work in your favor. But I think we're good. So you now have the money to go buy the ticket, and
Yay! And the gas down there. So
that's true. You got a little extra for the gas
Yeah.
down there. So I'm very excited that you were able to learn that. And now you have a way to fish and create income for yourself. And you did not have to go serve tables.
No.
You didn't have to
Actually, everybody, I am in my sweatpants and slippers right now. The proof is in the pudding.
She sure is. Oh my gosh. Yes. She's telling all her secrets.
Yep.
Well, Landry, last time we had the little bull and we had some luck with those trades. So we've got to have the bull tell us good luck. Good luck.
All right.
Yeah. And Landry, do you realize this is a bull? Last time?
Yes. Yeah.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was a bull, like the symbol for the stock market, but I thought you rubbed it for like good luck.
I guess you can. I mean, it's
Man,
kinda
you
heavy.
can.
I can use this thing as a weapon.
I mean, you can actually.
All right. We hope you learned something and you can go and make money for yourself.
Hope to see y'all at the game.
All right. Oh, go Tigers. Remember, if you're with me, Trading with Ashley, there is no trader left behind. If you want to see the video where I teach Landry how to sell covered calls, go ahead and click right here.